Welcome to the Mindset Elevator, everybody. Your presence is an irritant, all right? You being around, you being there is annoying. Some people will treat you like you're an irritant, you're annoying, you shouldn't be there, who let you in? And all the while, you probably have every right to be there, right? It could be people at your job making you feel some type of way. It could be people in your family that it's supposed to be a wholesome, wonderful blood tie type of thing. But when you come around, it feels very uncomfortable. It feels very shaky. It feels like you are not welcome. Why would people be acting this way? If perhaps you were invited, or if perhaps people knew that you were coming, or you're a part of a team, you're literally working alongside these people. So what's with the cold shoulder? And it's not like it's a fluke or it's an isolated incident where somebody's just, having a bad day and they're treating you poorly. There's a pattern here of you showing up and people falling out, or people acting like there's something wrong with you being there. It's because your presence is bright, your spirit is bright, your vibe is right. And, you being around changes the mood, and it could be for the better. It's odd because you could be acting positive. You could be being very positive, very uplifting. And, you could change the room in that way, but it won't feel like that. It's going to feel like the opposite, that your presence welcomes a cold reception, right? To where it's almost too good to be true. You could be walking into any room and you're just exuding positivity and confidence, and you're very polite. You could be extending your hand out, trying to shake people's hands, and people are cold with it. So it's kind of bizarre because it doesn't match. You could be having that really good positive vibe, good talks, you're chill, you're vibing, and people could be acting like you're annoying, or everything you say makes no sense, and they could be treating you this way, actively making you feel like an outcast, like your presence ruined whatever was, going on prior to you being there, right? So it could be to where you just vibe too high. And so now when you come around, people, it drops the mood, even though what you're outputting is positivity. People don't know what to do with all of this positivity that you have and what you walk with, this air of confidence that you have. And you don't have to try too hard. You don't have to do too much. It just comes off of you. And so don't feel bad about yourself, and don't feel bad about the situation or the workplace. You got to keep doing what you do. If your workplace colleagues are acting some type of way whenever you clock in down to the time where you clock out, so be it. But you're not there to entertain these people. You're there probably to service the community in some capacity, and you're there to shine. You're there to show what you're made of. That's why you're employed there in the first place. Same with your family. If these people feel some type of way because you have positive vibes, because you come with the truth, because you're nice, because you're cool, because you have a lot of skills, because you're talented, oh well, mom and dad or whoever it is, too bad. Sometimes you got to move like that. Like, it doesn't even really bother you. Even if it does sting at times, because you're not doing nothing wrong. You're not trying to ruffle any feathers. People's feathers are automatically becoming ruffled because they don't know how to deal with you being around. They don't know how to wade these waters when you come and you start spitting real talk, or you come with the facts, or you come with a smile with your happy family. It could be anything. People could be seeing how you live and are irked because your presence is a reminder of that. And you could be being very polite. You want to keep being that way. You want to keep your heart space quite warm because if you feel compelled to do that, that's how you get to uplift humanity. Not everybody's going to come and they're not all going to want to jump on that train, right? So you don't want to turn your heart cold because people give you a cold reception because you come around, right? Like, you want to keep on that. And the right people will feel compelled to keep you around, and to know that you are a real one, and to know that you don't mean no harm, right? So just keep that in mind as you navigate these kinds of situations where you're just showing up. All you're doing is showing up just like everybody else. And sometimes you're just going to be the one that is treated like an outcast because your presence and your spirit and your vibe is immense. And it lingers. It's very long lasting, the impression that you give off, Let it be known if the premise of this video resonates with you all, everybody. I thank you guys for supporting the Mindset Elevator, and I support you guys as well. Whatever you guys are working on, let it be known in the comments as well. Let it be known your own stories about being in rooms or you showing up to a place and people, the mood just plummets. Let it be known if you wish to share and elaborate if you would like. All right, everybody, I thank you guys. Love you guys. I'll see you guys soon.